Hey, Dr. Kimberly, it says we're live.
What? Wait a minute. Let's see what we got going on here. Here we go.
Wait for it.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Here it
Come on,
comes.
y'all, it's time.
Come on,
There it is.
let's go, let's go, let's do it.
Rolling on the road
With the doc,
rolling on the road,
with Dave,
rolling on the road.
with the doc.
100 states of the possibilities with Dave and Dr. Burton.
All right, that was cool. Yeah, hey, that was nice.
Well, you want to know what's really cool?
What's that?
She created a soundbite for rolling with the doc.
A soundbite.
She
for
did
the rolling with the doc on Wednesday.
Yes.
Aha.
She did. She did one for. I said, "Oh my goodness."
You might have to do a shameless plug later in today's show if you have it at the ready, just as kind of like the promo for Rolling with the Doc.
You know, I might just happen to have, the music.
So we kind of specialize in shameless plugs.
I think that we do. We do.
What is Rolling with the Doc?
It started when we first started this 4 years ago.
I know, but like, when does it air now?
It's going to air on Wednesdays.
Wednesdays. Got it.
Yep, the same day, same time like it did when it first started.
Nice.
Yeah. Because, shameless. I said, we needed another day because we have our big calendar and then we have all these, it's all filled up to October. And then we have these names at the bottom where people need to come on. And we need to do another day. And then it's like, but there's not another Dave and Dr. Kim.
I know.
It's just not. So
no co-hosts. No co-hosts allowed. Co-host. That's the big salmon on the lake, or big fish in the big lake. No co-hosts.
But if you're watching via TV 25, GRTV 25, guess what? The ADA celebration is already over.
But you can mark your calendar for 2025 because next year's it's a more auspicious 35th anniversary, but that's a shameless plug 366 days in advance.
It is. And so Dave has his, ponytail that's growing back and his wonderful glasses that he wears to help him see you all the better. And he's just got on a regular guy shirt today. He doesn't have on his going to Lansing shirt. He just milling around the office shirt. So it's a button up, like Izod in the bluish kind of family. And I have on, look at their purple butterflies. And I want to give a special shout out to shameless plug to Dee Mayhew, who stopped by the office today. And she brought me these wonderful earrings and necklace that she made. And they're called Dee's Beads. And hopefully we can get her to come next year and have her wares there. Or she could, show folks how to do it because it is kind of therapeutic. As Barney Fife would say, it's therapeutic.
Exactly.
It's therapeutic.
If I said to you, Dr. Kimberly, speaking of therapy, if I said to you, oh, there's Michelle. Hey,
yeah.
Here's today's quick trivia question, Michelle, since you just buzzed in.
Oh, no pressure.
No pressure. If I said things are moving mighty slow at the junction, what would you think?
Petticoat.
I'd be looking for Uncle Joe.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I'm just going to, Dr. Kimberly.
Billy Joe, Bobby Joe, and Betty Joe.
Exactly. And so like Dr. Kimberly noted today, and some of our viewers who are more, what's the right word? That I'm sitting down today instead of standing because I started like moving yesterday at 7 a.m. and got home at 10:30 p.m. because I went to the Big D. So we're hoping some of our Big D viewers join in. I talked about affordable, accessible housing. Shout out to the Community Development Advocates of Detroit, CDAD. And so yesterday was a long day, and I carded this really cool setup to show how some accessible stuff is really not like stuff that's legal, as you might point out, Dr. Kimberly. Some of the legal stuff is just bad. And so all that being said, I wandered down the hallway today, and a couple of the youngsters in the office that work with Michelle and they said, "How are you, Dave?" And I said, "Rolling mighty slow at the junction." And as I walked by, I overheard the one say to the other, "Well, whatever that means." And so I'm just going to say we might be of a different generation. They probably
Possible.
probably have not seen Petticoat Junction. For our older viewers and listeners, y'all are laughing, and the youngsters are scratching their head like, "What is Dave rambling?
What in tarnation?
What in tarnation, Uncle Joe? Dave is moving mighty slow." But anyways, back to the things at hand. Speaking of history, 34 years ago, something happened Friday. 34 years ago, this coming Friday.
Pretty exciting.
What happened, Dr. Kimberly?
Well,
are you buzzing in?
She's buzzing in.
Oh,
Survey says,
I'll take
different show.
I'll take the ADA, the signing of the ADA for 1,000, Alex.
Signing of the ADA. Which president, or no, this president signed the ADA?
Bush, the daddy.
Bush.
Daddy Bush.
Wait, the judges say we will accept that answer. Bush the daddy.
We got to have all the initials. All the initials.
We would have accepted Bush 1 or George H.W. Bush or Bush, the son of the Senator Bush, but we digress. Oh,
it was Bush the daddy, not Bush the son.
Right.
Then his grandfather.
Reel us in. So, welcome, Michelle. Now that we've just been rambling and not introducing you, but you knew the answer to the original trivia question. Welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here. I'm happy that my archaic rural knowledge of television is paying off.
Yes, we'll have your prize in the mail soon.
Green Acres is next.
Actually, I think that you kind of like the treats. I have some sitting on the counter, some more boxes, and I'll wheel them down there tomorrow.
Oh my goodness!
Every once in a while, we break out a rerun quote on this show.
Oh, okay.
We're talking classic television there.
I'm in. Let's hear it.
I mean,
are you spent for the day?
My brain, now that I just remembered that we talk about rerun, I'm seeing the show, and Dr. Kimberly, quick help me. Who were the other characters with rerun?
Oh, Raj.
That's right.
And Shirley.
I'm now, don't take this the wrong way, but if our lieutenant governor was shorter, I would think he would be Raj's brother. Just really thin.
Okay.
Right?
That's true.
I can see
you're going to always see him. But
never a straight face.
You know what?
Ever again.
now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, oh my God, he does look like Roger.
And so who was their other friend who was always...
I mean, no, he looks like Roger. It was Rerun and Dwayne.
Wayne.
And then Raj's sister. What was Raj's sister?
D.
That was just a classic show, folks. You got to go
Mrs. Thomas.
The YouTube or whatever those wacky what stations or streaming has these old
like
shows.
Like the Roku channel. Yeah.
Roku. But now we're getting Reel Us Back. Today's episode is brought to you by Shakespeare Reels. We're going to reel ourselves.
We want to say thank you to Jonathan Abney Austin, who is watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you didn't see it a few weeks ago, she was on the show. It was a great show. You need to go back and watch the replay on YouTube. Yep, 100 Shades of Diversibility. And you'll see this that little sign right there. And you'll see a picture of Dave and I at the top, but you'll see this says 100 Shades right there. Yeah.
So back from Jeopardy, back from TV Land and all these other things. 34 years ago, Friday, Papa George.
Guess what?
Papa George.
This, because I'm gonna do it this way because I'm doing a really great shameless plug. Because of the ADA, we can have shows like this that'll come on Wednesday. You'll hear this. Watch. Happy birthday. No, not that one. Not that.
So
that was last week, wasn't that last week?
That was last week. Dr. Kimberly's birthday was last Thursday, folks.
Oh no, not that one. Here we go. It's this.
Here we go.
Rolling with Dr. K. Dr. K. 100 Shades every Wednesday. Rolling with Dr. K. Oh, Dr. K. 100 Shades of Disability every Wednesday.
Yay!
Yay, Dr. K.
Look at that. And you know what? Because 34 years ago, they signed this act. It's supposedly called Americans with Disabilities Act, that I feel comfortable that I can have my own show on Wednesday now. Well, not just on Wednesday. You know, the fact that Dave and I have a show together and all these wonderful accommodations. I think I moved it out of the way. You see the texting as the talk to text that was coming up on the screen. And if you're watching it live, you see, you see the closed captioning. Those kind of things happen because of, you know, the Americans with Disability Acts, to make sure that we make everything accessible for no matter what your disability is. You know, me, I have layered ones. I'm in a wheelchair. I'm blind in this eye. Can't hear out of these ears. You know, just. But I don't know. Part of that might be age, and you know. But that's a disability now too. So
don't go there. Don't go down that road.
Age is not a disability, but the things that come with aging could be. There's a really cool chart I use, and I call it the ironic chart, and it shows like the amount of people with different types of disability as you age. And it just kind of like skyrockets as you get near like 80. And
like you lose your balance, like I did today. I was trying to transfer and fail.
Lose your balance, lose your vision, hearing, not totally, but you start losing these things, systems wear out. But I call it the ironic chart because I was given this presentation to the Lions Club, and the Lions Club is a service club that focuses on helping people with vision loss. And the line that showed vision loss was really, really light blue, and you really couldn't see it on this PowerPoint I was using. So it's ironic, and I don't change it because I point out to people that
So you make everybody think that they're blind too.
Oh, I don't make people think they're
Okay, I
blind.
see what you're doing. Okay.
I use it as an example of a little bit of self-deprecation, but more importantly to say, if you can see it, that doesn't mean everybody else can see it. And so
That's
you
right.
have to check it out and make sure. And of course, I was sharing with somebody yesterday, we have a method here at Disability Advocates that we call the ask method. Ask people. Don't assume, ask people. And so all that being said, yeah. So what are you most thankful of, Dr. Kimberly, 34 years after the ADA was signed?
Well, I was talking to Jess today, and if you guys don't know who Jess Strands is, she is like the best volunteer that comes in on Tuesdays and, to the office. And I told her that one, I wasn't born with a disability. However, had I been born with a disability, there was not an ADA because I'm older than the ADA by 20 something years.
What? Just a couple of months. Couldn't be more than a couple.
So I would have been 24 years old.
Wow.
When the ADA Act was signed, had I been born with a disability. However, this is going into my 12th year that I've been disabled. And I get treated better than I did when I first started. But I didn't realize how inaccessible the world was at all. And how people will say, if you're in a wheelchair, just get up and go walk over there. And, how about you just get out of your chair and just walk up those 2 stairs? Why should we get you a ramp? I said, well, if I could walk, I wouldn't be in a wheelchair.
Yeah, just get that door for yourself, Dr. Kim. You've got 2 hands work. You can open that door, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And how many times have people said to you, Dr. Kimberly, if you want to, let's say you're going to go to a restaurant and you call them and say, hey, do you have a ramp at your front door? And they said, no, we have 2 steps. And you're like, but how do people who are wheelchair users and have other mobility needs get into your restaurant? Well, those people don't come here, so we don't need a ramp.
That's what I've been told. And I said, well, you know what? I'll just go to Outback because they have a 0-step doorway.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of folks that want your money, And
I just said, you know what? I'll go spend $200 with them. That's okay, no problem. And then I just always happen to have, $100 bills, and I just count them, and I said, well, I guess you won't get this, and you won't get this one. And then I just fold it up and I put it back in my purse, and they're like, you know what? I think we got some guys that can come and get you.
And so that's the fun we have today. And like when the ADA was first passed, of course, sometimes people don't like being told what to do, especially when people might interpret it to say, hey, you're doing something wrong. But it's like,
so hold on. Constance Macon says, hello, Dr. Kim and everybody else, to Dave and to Michelle. Hello. That's Dave and that's Michelle. Or
nice. Dave. We're going to introduce Michelle here in a moment. But let me tell you this funny story, because back when the ADA was first passed, and it could even happen today, but some advocates were a little more chipper than maybe today. But to quickly say that this one restaurant wouldn't allow service animals. And they said, nope, that dog can't come in here. So the next Friday, a group of like 20 people who all have service animals made a reservation at this restaurant. And it's like Friday prime time. They said, hey, we're bringing a group of 20. And the restaurant was all like, awesome. And it was the kind of restaurant that you had to have reservations so you just wouldn't pop in. So they showed up on Friday, and there was a big section reserved for all these 20 people. And they said, what? No service animals? I guess we'll have to go elsewhere. You don't want our money. And so those 20 seats went empty on their busiest night. So they felt the loss of revenue.
Yep.
And it wasn't their fault. Like, again, the ADA requires you to allow service dogs to come in. And so they weren't like doing a prank, like, like ordering a bunch of food and giving a false number, doing something really terrible like that. No, they want to go to this restaurant and they want this person to change their policy to comply with the law.
Right.
So they can go in there and enjoy the space. So long story short, sometimes you have to take matters into your own hands. We're not saying go up with a sledgehammer, Dr. Kimberly, to make a ramp. You're going to destroy those steps. Because that's one of the lines. I should Googleize it because I'm going to get it wrong. That the George the Older said when he signed the bill, the ADA, he said, let the walls of exclusion come tumbling down. So
the shameful walls.
Shameful walls. Sometimes you have to pound it with a hammer. So, Dr. Kimberly, who is this person on the screen with us? Can you introduce her? Michelle, you can tell this is a very high class, highfalutin.
I love how informal it is.
Extremely formal, high tech all the way through. You never know what song we're going to play next, but that was a very good ditty from your cousin, correct?
Yes.
Live from Atlanta.
All the way from Atlanta. Yes.
So
I just know that Michelle works. So if you ever come into Disability Advocates of Kent County, I'm getting ready to be real professional now. So you come in, everybody is divided based off of what it is that they do. I'm there because 100 Shades is a partner and we're doing collaborative space usage. Yes, persons with disabilities do the same thing as, you able-bodied folks.
Yes.
And so Disability Advocates said, hey, we got some space. And so I'm like right across from my dad's name. I'm like, you. So when you come around the corner, I call it the money section.
Money and more.
That's
so
right.
in the money section, they put on activities that generate income. They kind of do like marketing kind of stuff. And so they sent out this email that said, hey, do you see your name on the list? Or do you know somebody who needs to be on the list? If so, for the ADA celebration, the 34th annual, it's going to be a really big one. So we need you to RSVP so we can save a space for you somewhere in one of the gyms, in a hallway, in a classroom, in the bathroom, somewhere. We'll find you a space. So there was his name at the bottom and it said Michelle. And I was like, oh my God. So I come creeping around the corner in my wheelchair and she's back like this in her chair.
Thinking.
And I was like,
hello? Yeah, there she was. Rolling in.
And I was like, hey, I got like 10 people, 10 groups that I want to invite. And, they got like 50 people a piece. She's like, the look on her face was like, what? Do you know how many days until this event goes off?
We got time. We get it. Yeah.
We got time. And
we got you.
Michelle.
Dave.
I'm looking at the weather forecast, but we'll get to that soon. But
yeah.
Michelle, welcome to Rolling on the Road. 24 minutes, 10 seconds in.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
I think we
no
just broke
place
the record.
I'd rather be.
So Michelle, tell us about you and what do you do at Disability Advocates?
Oh, okay. So I had joined Disability Advocates just this year, the first week of February. So just 6 months here. And I've spent a lot of the last 3 months covering for my colleague who is away having a baby. So I'm doing covering events for her. But primarily my job is, as Dr. Kim alluded, the money stuff. I am the annual fund manager, so I try to keep the money coming in, get donors excited about giving, listen to what they're trying to accomplish with their donor dollars, and make sure we're all on the same page and that they feel appreciated and as they deserve to. So that's what I do here. It might be as simple as writing a thank you letter, and having Dave and Peggy give their signatures to that.
And she puts a picture of you on there.
Yeah, so that's my day. Talking with donors and our community partners, trying to get things to gel. Because even after 34 years, it takes everybody. And even when you think we've got this, we know exactly what we're doing, we've done this 15 times in a row, there's always a better way. There's always another idea, another party to include. And I'm just excited to be a part of that. We have a small team back here. There's just 4 of us with an intern who is here for the summer. So we're a tight team.
We want to say hello to Jessica. Jessica, we were talking about you earlier. Don't know if you heard. Jessica Strands is watching.
Oh, yes.
She is our volunteer extraordinaire.
There's Jess.
I hope Ronnie's going to be here tomorrow for the ADA celebration as well.
Yeah.
I get ahead of myself, but welcome, Ronnie.
Yes, there's Ronnie. We got a question here. So Constance wants to know, she says, hi, Dave, and hi, Michelle. Where are y'all located? So we are located at 160 68th Street. And unfortunately,
right.
Southwest.
Southwest. Yeah.
Southwest. Yeah, I wasn't finished because I was going to tell them.
Sorry.
Yeah. That we're located on the southwest end because we're between Division and Clyde
Expressway.
Or Division and 13196 M6 Expressway.
Mm-hmm.
However, there is construction on Division that
everywhere.
Come down so far, and then you have to cross over to Clyde Park, and then Clyde Park has some construction, but you can still get down to 68th Street. Or Ronnie says,
"What's the noise? What's the noise?"
It's not me.
It's not me.
It's not. It's something. The aliens are finally coming. Maybe we won't have a party tomorrow.
Oh, we're having a party tomorrow.
Okay. So we're having a party tomorrow. So
yep. But you'll see the big, huge building. It used to be the old Christian high school.
Bright red signs.
And it says Special Olympics Michigan, or SOMI is the acronym. And it's not the casino, but they do have their name on the side of there. You know, it says Gun Lake, presented by.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all need to go up there to the casino so we can keep paying on the building. You know, get some flowers in. The flowers are not out in the courtyard yet.
Not yet.
That's right. That's right.
See some construction still happening, folks.
Yeah. So you're going to come in that parking lot, and you're going to come down to the side, or you can do like I do. I like coming through the gym, just so I can hear my music echo.
Yep.
What is
I think that's where most of the guests really we think they should come in, that west entrance. That's a little side street closest to it is Quincy, and they can pull right in off Quincy, and there's plenty of places to park over there.
Hey, Taz is watching. Hey, Taz. Hey, Kicks.
Taz.
How you guys doing? She gave us some thumbs up, some likes. Thanks, Taz.
All right. And Ronnie's commenting he'll be here tomorrow. Can't wait to see everybody. We can't wait to see Ronnie.
Ronnie, you've got a birthday coming up in 3-4 days, don't you? How many years this year?
Uh-oh. We're going to get that. We're waiting for that answer. And
well, I'll tell mine. I turned 58 this year. I was turned
kid.
58 on the 18th. Whoop, whoop.
You're a
Still
kid,
here.
I tell you. The where was my brain going? So
I don't
tomorrow,
know,
part
but
of Michelle's. What?
the time is now 4:29 and 57 seconds. Actually, it's now 4:30. And we want to say thank you so much for tuning into Rolling on the Road with Dr. Kimberly and Dave. And our guest today, well, she's really not a guest. She's family. We invited family on today. It's Michelle, Shelly Shell. She's around the corner. So she's like in between Dave and I. Dave is over this way on that corner, and I'm around on this corner. And then she's right there. So
That's where I am, right
Well,
there.
Right
She's-
there.
she's
And
Right there, baby.
right there.
she's right over there. But that being
Hold
said,
on. If you're watching, so today is Tuesday, July 23rd. And if you are watching on GRTV 25, it's probably way past that. And so you're going to have to attend the ADA celebration in 2025. And we're going to work on, hopefully before the year is out, that our shows will air the following week instead of
nice.
so far away, because we do have a lot of shows and they're really trying to get them all in. But we do air 3 times a week on GRTV 25. And Ronnie says he is a whole 55 years old.
55's going
Wow.
speed limit. Back when
Congratulations. Yeah.
Ronnie. And so I was going to say that part of Michelle's job, as she talked about, or her main part, is fundraising. But we also do things that are called friend raisers. And this is kind of more like a friend raiser.
That's right.
With a bigger celebration. Again, you know, folks, as we keep alluding to with our trivia question, 34 years ago, the ADA was signed, and a big signing ceremony in the Rose Garden. There's we call them famous, at least in the disability world. Justin Dart was on the stage with George H.W. as he signed it. Justin Dart, one of his famous quotes was, vote as if your life depended on it, because it does.
It does.
So anyways, great champions throughout disability history. We've talked about many folks on this show. But Wednesday, tomorrow, if your tomorrow is Wednesday when you're listening or watching this, July 24th, we are going to be celebrating here at Disability Advocates to say, yeah, we've come a long way and we still have a long ways to go. Constance turned 57.
7.
Nice. All these people who are pre-ADA.
Yeah.
The real quick, can you give a shout out, Michelle, to our sponsors? Because there's a tiny bit of fundraising that goes with the event. Because
exactly.
the event costs a couple bucks. We got to rent tables. We got to
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Food.
Yeah, so
food is being donated, but we'll give a thank you in a second. So take it away, Michelle.
So we
Is she
free to the community. I see me. Are you see me? Can you see me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. This is free to the community. It's a free attendance. It's free games, free prizes, free food. But as Dave said, it does cost money to put this on. And we have the blessing of half a dozen great sponsors that have ponied up to provide all of these activities, the table rental, the water, all the paper plates and so forth that you need. We've got Baylor Ying Company, Consumers Credit Union, Happy's Pizza, Mary Free Bed, Mobile GR Parking Services, and Peckham Company. And all of them have come together to help pay for this event so that it's free to the community. There are a lot of other small donors that give along the year, and some of their dollars are in that pot too. So everyone who gives, every dollar helps. And so that paper plate, maybe Maybe Dr. Kim, maybe you paid for that stack of paper plates yourself. Who knows? But this is our
Only if they're purple.
yes, only if they're purple. There you go.
They might be red, white, and blue. Who knows? I haven't seen the mystery.
Whatever
and then
whatever's
Rose,
on
we come
sale.
along and we do the advertising and the talking. And
exactly right.
this is our second week talking about ADA and the celebration.
Yeah.
Come on out. But you need to register. Don't forget.
That's right. Do register. We only need you to register so that we can count you, and we'll make sure we have enough food and supplies for everybody. You can go to bit.ly, bit.ly, ADA-celebration, and register
Dave,
there.
Constance wants to give. Do you want to pull up the
well,
that's there we go. Can you see that, Constance?
Oh, a little bit higher.
A little bit higher.
There we go. Oh, look at that. A little lower. Oh, perfect. Right there. Look at that,
Hold
folks.
on. Let me see. Will it work?
Let's see if it works.
It does work.
What the what? How did you get us into the 21st century? It works.
Donate to
I know, baby.
I was gonna come over here and go to our website and tell people dakc.us, just like it says right here.
Just get there.
.us. Go
right on there.
Go to the website, and then it says donate. You click on the button, and it says dakc.us /donate. But you can just go to those magical little boxes.
Wiki bars. Ah,
holy mackerel!
We got you. We got you.
This is a wild world.
So, do you have that? Do you have that on your computer somewhere so we can share screen?
I
heard that.
Let me get on that.
I'm just gonna say I'm moving mighty slow.
Okay, Uncle Joe.
We're no computers in. Uncle Joe had no computers. I'm just saying.
No, he had suspenders. That's how he kept it
yes,
together.
He did. You know, he'd do like this. He'd go, You got to know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Uncle Joe. I'm just so old school, but that in a good way.
I'm really, I think we're feeling it today.
We are. So enough. I mean, never enough thank you to our sponsors. I was going to use a different turn of phrase, but again, huge shout out to our 6 sponsors, everybody else who's contributed, again, it keeps us having fun. Oh, there you go. Look at folks. And there it shows all 6 and the scan, register, donate, boom. Happy's Pizza. That's where we're getting our food from. What kind of food, Michelle? Are we going to have?
Gosh, we're getting a selection. I heard a rumor that we might be getting catfish nuggets, but for sure we are going to have chicken tenders, pizza, and salad.
Nice. Vegan and gluten-free options.
Got it all.
And we got it all. So free food.
Where'd it go?
Is it go?
It's disappeared. No, not on our screen.
That's weird. I'm still seeing it.
Wow. It's another mystery. It's snowing at Petticoat Junction, and it's a whiteout.
Technology.
That being said, so that we have free food, we have sponsors. What kind of fun are we going to have?
Oh my goodness! I'm so glad you asked. We have there's going to be dancing. There's live music. There's a DJ.
Is it allowed in this township? Are we going to get ticketed?
No, he'll be inside the gym. We'll be well insulated. We'll be good.
Okay, just checking.
We have the eQuest Center for Rehabilitation is bringing Flicka, the pony. Last year she came in a little pink tutu, and she just loves people. She's very friendly, likes to be petted. She's going to be there. We have the Creative Cube from Artists Creating Together with tons of hands-on crafts and activities for everybody to enjoy. We've got KDL Bookmobile coming, and they will have Kevin Camarad. He's a local musician and performer. He's going to be doing some puppeteering and some music. So he'll be part of the KDL's exhibit. Arts in Motion will be there. We've got half a dozen little dancers coming to entertain us.
Excellent. That's their annual how to say it, annual attendees
outing. Yeah.
And dancing. They're awesome. Arts in Motion.
That's right. That's right. Hometown Superheroes will be there wandering the halls and greeting everybody, so you can get some shots with your favorite superhero. And of course, the most attractive thing for the little people are all the activities that we're going to have at the tables. We've got almost 50. We have 49 tables from 49 organizations. Wow. Yeah, for organizations and service providers that work with people of all abilities. That will come and present a little bit about their organization, the services they provide, and have some kind of fun thing going on at their table, whether it's face painting, a ring toss, guess how many pennies in the jar, just all different kinds of activities.
15.
42 is always the answer.
What's that?
42 is always the answer.
42 is the answer.
That's right.
I actually ended a very weird, crazy, complex course once with the comment, and when all else fails, 42.
That's right. That's right. I see your library runs along the same lines as mine.
And so that being said, I think I interrupted you when you were going to state my favorite band. Is going to be
K-Rock.
K-Rock. K-Rock they jam. They are fantastic. Who's K-Rock, Michelle?
Well, a couple of close friends. You might as well call them brothers. They're very close to one another, Keenan and Kevin, and they are going to perform live. They even get to have a little encore this year. They're very excited about their program. So we're gonna. Yeah.
They are like a fantastic cover band. These two guys, they're just great musicians, drummer, guitar, vocals. You're going to love K-Rock.
They're very, I haven't gotten a chance to see them yet, so I'm really excited about that. We also have a local DJ Monk. He's going to be playing, keeping the spirit up, keep us moving and dancing, and keeping everybody wired up and live so they can get through all those 49 tables and visit everybody. And
with the DJ and rock and roll and dancers and all that stuff, what happens if I don't like so much noise? Can I still come?
Oh, of course. We actually have two big general spaces. The large gym is where the band will be performing and most of the rowdy activities. In the smaller gym, we're going to have kind of a respite area, a little quieter, some things that won't be as exciting, but it will bring the noise level down, let everybody chill out a little bit, focus on things, learn a little bit. We've got an educational exhibit about the ADA and a chance for kids to look over some facts and pick out the lies from the facts and enter a drawing. We've got two really great prizes. We've got a gift basket with supplies from Meijer, and this year we have a 1-year membership gift basket and some other swag from the Grand Rapids Children's Museum. And we'll be getting that out tomorrow.
We got a comment from Constance, and Dave, you'll appreciate this. She said, "I'm not that high tech. Can you pin the website and I'll just screenshot it?"
For sure.
So
there's the website right here, folks, dakc.us. Can't miss it. And then right up in the corners, donate, events, or upper right-hand corner. Your screen reader should be able to take you there. So yeah, dakc.us. Who's the 42nd? Uh-oh, Ronnie just threw a trivia question at us.
Uh-oh. I can't see it. There it is. 42. Working backwards from 45.
But is 45, so 44 was 43. Was it
Clinton?
Clinton? Was it Bill Clinton was 42? 41 was George Sr.,
The son.
43.
Senior.
Because 44 was Barack and 45 was a different person.
That other person. Yes.
Yeah. 45 was who took, so 45 took over from, which that was Barack.
Mm-hmm.
Took over from, uh-oh.
Now,
Was that the answer from the trivia?
I guess so.
Wasn't in?
Midvale, Utah, calling. Ronnie, don't keep us in suspense.
Don't make us Google it.
You know me.
I'm going with Clinton. I think
It was Clinton.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
It was Clinton. He was number 42.
42.
We're going with we'll take Clinton for, watch this. We'll take Clinton
For $1,000.
For $1,000, Alex. 1, 2, 3.
The home state of the 42nd president.
Arkansas.
Whoa.
That's
Buzzed right
him. He's Little Rock, for sure.
Buzzed right in. I go to it. Even though I say Google Eyes, I've gone to another thing that's called Perplexity.
What?
It doesn't have
That's
all the
interesting.
ads because there's a free version, but there's also a paid subscription. And of course, here's one for you, Dr. Kimberly. Less than 1 week since your birthday. What's the history of birthday cakes?
Wow.
Wow.
I don't know. I just know that Nelson Mandela has my birthday. We both were born January 10th.
It's, look at that, 18th century Germany with Kinderfest. But we digress into, we're not going to have cake tomorrow.
No.
It isn't a birthday, it's an anniversary, so no cake tomorrow.
So do we get cupcakes?
We might have some animal crackers, some granola bar type stuff, peasy stuff. Because
Easy stuff.
there's going to be like 400 people there, and we don't want folks to get upset going home covered in frosting.
Next year will be the 35th anniversary.
That'll be a big deal. Yeah.
Why am I yawning? I told you I'm me and Uncle Joe. But we got Ronnie buzzed in. Actually, he's the judge.
Yeah.
He gave us the answer. Bill Clinton.
All right.
Yes. So we're at $2,000 now, as we got Petticoat Junction and Bill Clinton.
That's
All right. We're winning our Jeopardy today. Rolling on the road Jeopardy version. So we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have food. We're gonna have friendship. We're gonna have music. What's music?
What's music?
An F word that is a synonym or a synonym for
fundamental music. Rhythm. I don't know. Help me out.
Phonics. No,
that's words. A PH.
Fanfare.
What?
Fanfare.
Fanfare.
There you go.
Dr. Kimberly's up to $3,000. What is fanfare?
What is fanfare? For
fun, friends, food, fanfare.
And facts.
And facts.
Boy, she's on a roll today.
We will be celebrating wacky because holy mackerel. Yeah, this is celebrating the 34th. We did the 10th. Anybody out there was at the 10th anniversary of the ADA in 2000? Other than Simois, I know Sarah Green from the Rapid was there. We were at Calder Plaza and it was a July day. And what's beautiful about Michigan, and I promised the weather forecast, it was a cold, drizzly day. I remember that because the problem with letting staff, I'm going to give you this executive director tip, Dr. Kimberly. Okay, you ready for it? The problem with staff and community partners is sometimes they'll get like a dunk tank. And so, but it wasn't like a good old fashioned dunk tank where it's filled with water and you fall into it. It was actually like a tank from a toilet. And when you hit it, the water splashed on the
flush tank.
So, yes, exactly. So I got to sit underneath that in the drizzle.
Oh my goodness.
But we had two bands. They were fantastic. And then we had a rapid bus because the ADA, a big thing about the ADA is it requires all transit to be accessible. And if a person can't use mainline bus, you have to have paratransit. So we had the Rapid was down there. And in fact, it might have even been Grata because the Grata, the first village was April 11th. And so
they had the liquor line.
That was way before the liquor line.
Way
before the liquor line. But the good news, folks, is it's going to be warm tomorrow, a bit humid, but according to AccuWeather, that's where I go. Ronnie was there. He remembers the wheelchair, right? Ronnie and I were there. So 4 o'clock, it's going to be 78 degrees. Feels like beautiful. 80. Only 38% chance of rain. And then 28%, and then 28%. So you won't, because we will have some things outside. What are we going to have outside?
Well, the bookmobile is going to be outside. And the performances by Kevin Kamerad. We will have the Creative Cube out there and our good friends from the Kent County Health Department, the Children's Healthcare Services. They're going to be there with bubbles and sidewalk chalk and some games and tattoos and face painting. And they're
real tattoos?
Well, real in the sense that you can see them with your eyes. Yes.
Oh, those are real. They're not real permanent.
Yeah.
And what's the most important thing outside?
Flicka, the pony.
Food, fun, facts, fanfare, and Flicka.
Flicka, yeah.
This, folks, again, those who are watching live can be here 24 hours from now. Mm-hmm. The fun will barely be started. We'll be 54 minutes into the celebration with another 126 minutes left.
That's right.
4 to 7
p.m.
Wednesday. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Everything's accessible.
Ronnie has been an awesome volunteer for so many years.
He's been there for as long, just a little bit under. He started like right after I got in the wheelchair because the VA sent me there back in 1900 and no.
1900. When the ADA was passed.
These many years ago.
Look, picture it. Sicily, 1922.
Sicily. 1922.
Oh,
and the steam engines at
Ronnie was like one of the very first volunteers that I met here. I was at the Disability Advocates Day, Disability Awareness Day, at the Kroc Center, and the snow was coming down, and he showed up anyway and helped us serve people a nice little snacks, and we had a good program. He was delightful.
I remember my first time coming to Disability Advocates. I had an attitudinal. and I came in there and he was like, "Oh my
God." Readjustment.
Yeah. And he was so complimentary, and he gave me a butterscotch.
Oh,
Ronnie is, yeah.
That's
and
lovely.
He knew Jesus. And he was like, I could pray with you. And I was like,
oh.
It's one of the worst parts about our move. We're too far away for Ronnie to keep volunteering with us. But we digress. Back to the happiness of the ADA tomorrow, folks. As our time winds down today, if you're watching this live or you're watching it sometime Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning, still time to get out to 160 Southwest. Come down, Special Olympics Inclusion Center. Look for the book or look for the bookmobile. I don't know what color it is, but I know the Creative Cube is yellow. So big yellow trailer.
Yep. Big red signs out front for the building.
Signs. Yep. Special Olympics Michigan, presented by Gun Lake Casino, as Dr. Kimberly said. They're the naming sponsor for Special Olympics.
I might even have one of those signs I saw outside of Michelle's office and ride up and down 68th Street with the sign on the back of my
sign. I'll make you a sign.
You need to work the crowd. People are going to just know the energy and be here. Our 6 sponsors: Beeler Young, Mary Free
Consumers Credit Union,
Happy's Pizza, Peckham
Mobile GR,
and Mobile GR. Thank you to our sponsors making the event fully free, fun, fanfare, food.
Flicka.
Friends and Flicka. And
all right. So we need to set a whole pizza aside for the person that can name all 5 of those F words that we
all right.
We're going to give them a basket of catfish nuggets. If we have them.
Ooh.
All the free water they can drink.
That's right.
Between 4 and 7. Got to put the little asterisk down there.
That's right.
Free water you can drink between 404 and 40.
There are restrooms that are located very close to the gym.
Well, there are restrooms there by the gym. The fully accessible ones, you'll have to take a ride down the hallway because that's part of the renovation that's still going on campus. Mm-hmm. Our hope next year is we'll be out back.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Beautiful.
Oh, my goodness.
Next year we could play some bocce and some, there's a miniature golf putting green they're going to have. And
bring back the wheelchair races.
Paddle, what they call it? Punch
Pickleball?
Ball? Pickleball, punch ball, whatever. It's another.
Another pickle, punch, paddle. Get another set of pieces.
And so there'll be all kinds of fun stuff next year outside, but this year is going to be best ever. We're expecting a record crowd. So come on down. If not, if you're watching this after July 24th, head to our Facebook page or other social media. You'll see some recap stuff. Probably Dr. Kimberly will be going live, so you'll see her.
That's right.
Archive live stuff. So it's going to be an awesome day.
It sure is.
Be here,
sure is.
Or be there, or be square. There being the gyms.
That's right. That's right.
We want to thank you so much for tuning in. It is now 59 minutes after the hour.
This, folks, was one of our most adventures.
It was very eclectic. Yeah.
Eclectic is a good word for it. Dr. Kimberly, thanks for steering the ship. You are a Navy veteran. Thank you for your service.
I am.
That's right.
And
we want to steer a ship.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
All right, folks.
Yes.
That's going to have to save for another show. So you're going to stay tuned to hear the story of steering the ship.
Here you go.
Well, the time is now 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, we're going to just say that it's 5 o'clock. And we want to say thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you so much. We thank you for your live comments. Ronnie, you really were awesome on today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Heidi DeVries, I did not forget about you. We had such a great conversation after the show on last week about what she thinks about ADA, some of her thoughts and her opinions. And many of you know she's quite opinionated.
Heidi has opinions?
Oh, not Heidi.
She's quite opinionated, but we appreciate it. And I appreciated her candor by saying she didn't know if she could behave well. And so she said she would decline. You know, actually coming on, and she's thinking that people don't like her right now, but we always love you and we always like you and we always appreciate your comments, and they're always well thought out, and they definitely come from your lived experience. And if something is not right, you're definitely are going to be the one with the hammer and knock it down. And there are some things that do need to be knocked down. Other things, maybe we just need to kind of blow on them a little bit, maybe rub them. And so that's why it takes all of us to work towards making those changes, making sure we add more to the ADA, that it covers everyone and everything. And so we appreciate you so, so much, especially those who watch the replays. Thank you. You tell me all the time, hey, I didn't catch it, or I caught the last part, but I went back and I watched the replay. I watched it on YouTube, or as all of my church family, we saw you on the TV. Really? We saw you on the 25 on the cable, you know. So
all right.
I love my church family. I appreciate them. We thank you, Michelle, for taking your time out.
Absolutely.
Today. I know many
pleasure.
people say we don't know what it's going to be like when we come on. We don't either.
We don't either. Welcome to our adventure. It's a rolling adventure, folks.
It is. And we say thank you. And I want to thank Dee Mayhew again for my wonderful earrings and my necklace, Dee's Beads, who came by the office, 160 68th Street. Did I say that out loud? Another shameless plug again. 160 68th Street Southwest, between Division and M6
Expressway.
and 131.
Awesome.
Yep. So we're putting a comma, not a period. And tune in tomorrow, because we are going to just kind of go around live and let you see what's going on.
Fantastic.
All right.
We'll see you then.
See you guys. And boom.